February 14, 1867, Sakichi Toyoda was born in Kosai, Shizuoka, Japan. He was born into a poor family and his father worked as a farmer and carpenter while his mother worked as a weaver to financially support the family. The Industrial Revolution was rapidly taking place in the West and Japan took notice of this. During this time, Sakichi was in his early 20s. Sakichi was very inspired by a self-help book, in which he read about an inventor who invented motorized textile machines. One day, he returned home after working for his father's carpentry business and then he observed that his mother was working very hard to weave the clothes. Sakichi Toyoda realized that an automatic weaving machine would make her life comfortable. And at that moment, he decided to make inventions to better the loom and thus improve the lives of his family. But his father opposed his ideas, but Sakichi Toyoda persisted and dedicated his complete time and attention to realize his dream of building a loom machine. During 1891, at the age of 24, Sakichi Toyoda earned his first ever patent for the Toyoda Power Loom, a manually operated loom which was constructed of wood. This was the first power loom in Japan and ran on a 1-horsepower oil motor, and this machine was very reliable. So, finally his infinite hours of hard work and dedication paid off. Sakichi Toyoda caught the attention of the important businessmen, and in May 1906 he founded the Toyota Loom Company. This company was started as a joint stock venture and started earning profits within a short period of time. Sakichi Toyoda relentlessly worked on improving his manually operated loom, and after a period of 3 years, he came up with a new invention of an automatic loom. This was Japan's first automatic loom. Sakichi Toyoda was happy to taste his second success. But the happy times didn't last longer as during 1910, the economic recession struck Japan. Sakichi was severely impacted by the recession by which he lost all of his assets, his factory, the employees working for him and even the rights for his inventions. All these developments made him resign from his very own company. So after losing everything, Sakichi decided to visit the United States for some inspiration. In the United States, Sakichi was stunned by the rapid progress made with the help of the Industrial Revolution. He was particularly attracted to automobiles. This tour inspired Sakichi to start his business afresh. Later, he returned to Japan and in 1918, he started his new company, Toyota Spinning and Weaving. This was a fully automated loom company and used to manufacture and sell the clothes. The rights of this loom were sold in 1929 and in the process Sakichi made 1 million yen. He wanted to realize his dreams of producing automobiles as he got inspired by the automobiles on his United States visit. So, Sakichi Toyoda gave this 1 million yen to his son, Kiichiro Toyoda, on the condition that he should only use this money to research and develop Japan's own automobile. In the initial stages, Kiichiro Toyoda was not confident, but he gained confidence after he toured the United States to observe the prominent automobile producers, much like his father. After acquiring knowledge, he returned to Japan in 1930 and started working on producing automobiles, incentivized by the Japanese government. During these times, the Japanese government offered incentives to entrepreneurs to manufacture cars. Unfortunately, on October 30, 1930, Sakichi Toyoda passed away at the age of 63, and Kiichiro Toyoda became even more determined to realize his father's dream of making Japan's first automobile. In the late 1930s, Kiichiro Toyoda set up a research lab because he wanted to truly make Japan's industry independent and end its reliance on the West for technology. By 1933, an automobile department was founded in the Toyota Automatic Loom Works factory. And just after a year, they readied Japan's first prototype engine for automobiles. Finally in 1935, the dream of Sakichi Toyoda came true with the unveiling of the Model A1, Toyota's first prototype automobile. The first car model A1 or Toyota AA was a runaway hit. In 1936, the name Toyota was converted to Toyota. Unfortunately, by the late 1940s, Toyota was on the brink of bankruptcy due to World War II. These proceedings made Kiichiro Toyoda resign from his position, and out of respect for him, many workers in the Toyota factory resigned voluntarily. Luckily, because of the Korean War, the US ordered more than 5,000 vehicles from Toyota. This order saved the Toyota Motor Corporation, and they became profitable in the next few years. During the 1950s, some Toyota managers realized that the American workers were 9 times more productive than the Japanese workers. They also got to know that the inefficient processes were to be blamed, not the workers. So, Toyota streamlined its process, which boosted the efficiency and productivity. At this time, when Toyota was on its road to success, unfortunately Kiichiro Toyoda passed away on March 27, 1952. The void in leadership was filled when Eiji Toyoda, a cousin of Kiichiro and Taichi Ono, became in charge of manufacturing. Both of them carefully examined each and every element of the Toyota plant, and they improved production and productivity by a manifold by making some major changes like setting up the machines in the order they were utilized. Thanks to all the improvements made by Eiji and Taichi, Toyota became Japan's leading automobile manufacturer by the 1950s. So, to identify opportunities in the foreign lands, Shotaro Kamiya visited the US in 1955, the world's biggest automobile market at that time. In the United States, he noticed that even though the United States made large cars, they were importing small cars from Europe. Here, Shotaro Kamiya saw an opportunity to introduce Toyota cars as the European cars were way too expensive. So, in 1958, Toyota shipped its affordable car, Toyota Crown, and also opened its first ever dealership in North America in Hollywood, California. In the first year, Toyota was not able to make any significant progress in the United States market as it sold less than 300 cars. But they were quick to realize their mistakes, as they understood that the Toyota Crown, which was originally built for the Japanese market, was not at all suitable for the American market. This model of cars had no issues on the moderate speeds on the Japanese roads, but the American highways demanded even more from these cars. As a result, the cars got overheated and lost their power and would often consume too much fuel. After this failure, Toyota decided to design cars specifically for the United States market. And in 1964, Toyota released its first-generation Corolla in the American markets. A year later, Toyota sold its first vehicle in Canada, and during the same year, the company was awarded with the Deming Prize for its total quality management. In 1966, Toyota released Corolla, which became one of the best-selling and popular models of all time. Today, Toyota is one of the most successful automobile companies in the world, with a long history of innovation, efficiency, and reliability.